How about a little Saiyan-style introduction?
Wide open. Right there.
Hello guys, it's your boy Shadow006, and I'm back with another video. A lot of things have been happening for the past 2 weeks that have been going on. We've had X-Men's Wolverine, we've had the GTA leaks. It's been a crazy, wild roller coaster. And is that going to stop people from pre-ordering GTA 6? No. Just like it doesn't stop people every single year buying V-Bucks from Fortnite, or buying some of the slot battle passes, which this is a fire battle pass, but I'm just saying, like, we've had some horrible battle passes and still buying it. This is not going to stop people from getting the next Call of Duty every single year or every couple of years. It's not going to stop anybody from buying the next FIFA game. It's not going to stop anybody from buying McDonald's, even though we know it's not good for us, but we still eat it anyway. Some of us, you know, or eating fast food, or buying anything. Like, doing anything in general, there's always going to be, oh, the bad, the good, the critiques, the grifters. Because we're on YouTube and we're on social media, people, yes, things are bad, things are horrible. Companies are scamming us. Companies are not treating creators with respect, or giving the viewers or the people who build the fandom enough of what they actually want. But we have to realize something. The whole point of social media and the whole point of a consumer is to consume. You can consume trash, you can consume treasure, you can consume beautiful stuff, you can consume what is good, you can consume what is bad, but it's not going to stop the consumer from buying. Like, you can't tell me, anybody who's ever listened to this video, you can't tell me you haven't upgraded, in your whole entire lifetime, you have never upgraded an electronic device, like a computer, an iPhone, an iPad, a Samsung phone, the Nintendo Switch. There's probably been a time in your life when you purchase an item and you're like, this is the upgrade, but I don't see any difference. Like buying the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and then you get the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and you're like, what's the difference? The camera looks the same to me, the megapixels look the same, the quality and video size looks the same, so I only bought it for the UI update that I get preloaded on my phone, and one button that does something particular that they didn't do last year. You can't tell me that. And especially if you're on social media, I'm going to tell you this right now. Anybody who's ever bought Pokemon, we're talking Pokemon cards, we're talking the Pokemon games, we're talking just watching Pokemon YouTubers. Anybody who, even sneakerheads, like, I'm not going to lie, anybody who's buying the next Jordan 1s, OGs, this and that, like, just realize, like, I just really want you to sit down and realize this. Like, as much as we critique, or we insult, or we get annoyed about certain topics, just realize this. Like, I want you to sit down and realize this. When you get the next Nike, the Nike Airs, or should I say the Jordan 1s, get the Jordan 1 red and blues, the Jordan 1 blue and yellows, then they put a new name, University Red, the Virgil Abloh edition. Do you realize that for the most part, some of these are not even using real leather? They're using vegan leather, PU, plastic, not even the best materials. Like, if we compared, I don't know, your Italian shoe that costs $300 versus a Jordan 1 that manufacturer cost probably doesn't even cost 20 bucks to make. No, I'm gonna be real, yeah, 20 bucks to make, and they sell it to you for retail for, I mean, certain sizes, but let's just say 120 all the way up to 150, and then resellers charge 200, 300, 400. You realize that for the most part, we're paying for garbage, right? But we do it anyway, because the thing about media and the thing about products in general, it usually has nothing ever to do with the value of the item sometimes. It's the value of what the item values to others. So, for example, I could be a celebrity, right? I could have, like, I don't know, let's just put a number. I have 48 billion subscribers on YouTube, and I put my signature on a PS5. Now that PS5 costs as much as I want to charge for it, or as much as a reseller wants to charge. And if I'm like a big YouTuber, probably someone will pay 100 grand for my PS5, my used PS5, my broken PS5, my PS5 with my signature on it, because I have 48 billion subscribers on YouTube. But if I was someone who had 264 subscribers on YouTube and put a hashtag, put a signature on my PS5, the only way I could value it is if I could get people to believe that my PS5 is special than the next person's. Maybe mine is jailbroken. Maybe mine, I don't know, it has a certain game that nobody has on it. Like, I have the developer edition or something. Like, the thing about products and being a consumer that consumes, for the most part, sometimes we're paying for garbage. But because the garbage has its value, because the value is social media followers, recognition, and wanting to feel like we are special, when we all are, I want you to hear this right now. We are all special. Like, anybody who's ever existed is important. Is someone who is special, is someone who should be treated with respect and love. But I'm just saying, we want to excel, we want to extend. Like, just think of it this way. A celebrity, a streamer, they go on YouTube, they go on TikTok, they do a video. You know how many people, if they saw that streamer, would be like, oh my God, I know that dude. He has 1.2 million subscribers on YouTube. He's the biggest Twitch anime streamer known to man. I need his autograph. I need a picture with him. But if I was a regular dude like I am right now, and someone saw me, the only people who would have that kind of vibe is people who knew me, who are my friends. People who follow me on social media are not going to have that same feeling. Even if my videos are bangers, they don't know me. So the value is not always a product. The value is notoriety, and the value is views. That's why a lot of times advertisements will pay sponsors, and you'll have brand deals. Like, in order for any social media platform that does monetize for creators, you have to have thousands upon thousands of followers to get paid. Most platforms is usually 1,000 and up, and then you meet the plateau. You know what I mean? Like TikTok, you need 1,000 followers to get monetized on their first monetization. When they first originally started the platform, you needed 1,000 followers to go live. But then, things changed and they put it to 50 and all of that. You need 10K to get brand deals. Okay, see what I mean? You need 10K to have brand deals, you need 10K to get gifted on your videos. So, but you can get, all you need is around, I think, 5K or 3.5K to get brands to send you free samples so you advertise for them. But brand deals is 10K where you make money. Money. You know what I mean? So this is the thing about creators. This is the thing about social media. It's all designed. The value is not always in the product. The value is being seen, being special, knowing that out of everybody in the world, there's, I don't know, let's just say 4.8 billion people in the world. And out of 4.8 billion people, there's 25 people in the world that if they go anywhere, they make such an impact on the world. They get in the national news, the president knows you, Their kids know you. Everybody knows you. You just walk in. You have literally hundreds and thousands of people who are not even getting paid to literally talk about you. Like they have pages talking about your downfall, your rise, what you do, what you don't do. Because the fact of the matter is sometimes with some creators, that is the product. The product is the name of the person because the person links to the views and the views link to the notoriety. And everybody is trying to get the bag. Everybody's trying to get the views. That's why we talk about PlayStation, even though, yes, PlayStation, yeah, it's definitely, they need to bring back the disc. Because they're cooking people on Twitter and on YouTube on every video. I bet eventually they're just gonna disable the comments because like it's getting to a point. I'll put some of these pictures I saw on Twitter, like these funny meme pictures. Like they just had the trailer for Wolverine's DLC and it's a digital edition. When I say the first 80 scrolls were about you, the company being greedy and not having a disc, it was crazy. It's just, it really gets to a point. But I can't lie. I can't, like, even though I have a digital PS5, I only bought it because it was cheaper. If I had the choice, I would get physical. But, I'm not a content creator that was getting monetized or someone who had money. I just got an opportunity and had some funds and I said, let me get it. And, PS5 was a scarcity. Like, even with the PS5, like, I don't know if a lot of people remember, the PS5 was like, the biggest thing, like how Yeezys were back in the day, where like you couldn't go to a store or a local place where you could buy it retail and really pay retail. You had to buy it retail. There were people during the pandemic charging PS5 for $2,000, $2,000 used, pre-owned, without box, maybe get scammed. Like it was really getting to a point because the thing about the product is only as good as its value to social media and the value that it has for the person. Some products, it's a one-time use, like eating French fries. You just eat it and you go. Or maybe a product like a phone. It's not a one-time use, it's infinite time use. Yes, it will run out, but its run out time exceeds the time that the value of the item is going to be used for. So that's the thing about us consumers. We consume and we consume and we consume, but we consume for views, money, monetization. And when you are a creator on YouTube, TikTok, and any social media that pays, it's all about getting the views. Now, there are creators who, they get views, right? And they just make clickbait. Will I say that a lot of creators, I don't understand why creators do clickbait? No, I get it. Like if I had 3,000 subscribers, you think I wouldn't have better thumbnails that are maybe more clickbait? Yeah, because I'm trying to, for every 1,000 views, trying to get my paycheck. I'm trying to get my money. And if I'm monetizing and this is my only income, I gotta put it my all. If I gotta make 30 videos a week and have them strategically planned out to when I see that my audience is active and when I see a topic is going crazy and putting them in shorts and putting them everywhere, I have to do that because I'm monetizing and I'm making money and the companies want to also see their return in their funds. So it's an even exchange here, The value of social media in general is the viewers. The viewers have more money than the companies that are paying. And the reason I say that, without views, the companies can't pay ad revenues. The ad revenues can't pay creators, and the creators can't also help the platform. So the thing is, without a viewer, this is why you viewers matter. You viewers matter because you are a metric to money, which is a metric to money that links towards a creator looking good, a company looking good, and a product looking good. It's all to sell the consumer. We have to impress the consumer. We have to sell the consumer. Sometimes we have to mislead the consumer because the consumer needs to consume the product so that we can get the revenue. We can get the return and we can get the enjoyment. Because what's the point of making a product or making anything and it has no value? Like, even the people who invented the whole companies of water, they knew what they were doing. They knew that certain names and certain areas and certain locations and certain titles on a bottle would make someone pay more for what comes out of a pond or comes out of our local area. Because it's all about how we feel, what it does to us, and how we feel when we have that product and what we talk about the product. That's why pop culture goes crazy. That's why